look at those statues over there.
But I'm Jose Fernandez, and I grew up in Virginia, but I was born in LA. But I was just born there, and I was there for like a year, and then we moved in Virginia. So I basically grew up in Virginia, in North Carolina, which is the best. Got into modeling was I was dating one of my friends from school, and his aunt was actually the oh god, I'm like blacking out right now. She is the agent. There you go. She just liked the way I would pose in a picture, just the way I would, you know, move my body language and stuff like that. She really liked it. We did a couple of test shoots at her studio and stuff like that, and then after that we just it flourished. I did some print, some runway, but mostly just print. Pretty cool. It was interesting. It was for meeting people. That's how I started. I never really applied or like set resumes or photo covers or anything like that. It was just I was basically discovered. Modeling is pretty cool. It helped my self-esteem, but also at the same time it was kind of like a downer, because it made me self-conscious. It made me want to look a certain way and what I should do and how to get there, you know. The relationship with my family is quite interesting, but everyone has problems. But my relationship with my dad, I don't speak to him. He knows I'm gay, he accepts it, but it seems like he doesn't want to be involved in it. When I came out, he told me that I was dead to him, and that he didn't want to know anything about me, and that's hard, you know. And to myself, I thought it shouldn't be this hard. My parents are divorced, I don't live with them. But it's hard, you know. You want your dad to accept you, and for you to be the only guy, especially in a Latino family, they want you to be masculine and marry and have kids and carry on the family name. And my dad's family is very old-fashioned. They accept me because they have, my uncle, his brother is gay. So for him not to accept me it was like a sucker punch to the gut. It was like, your brother's gay, but you can't accept your own son. And me and my mom never really got along because when my parents divorced, she immediately got into the dating field very quickly. It was something that hurt. I wasn't ready for it. I was rebellious. I was basically took care of my sister while my mom was out partying. We don't see eye to eye on everything. When we fight, we do argue a lot still. Like, not as much anymore because I understand a lot more of what happened, you know, of why she dated so young. But what I don't understand is, why would you leave your kids alone, you know, in the middle of the night? You don't do that. And so I have a grudge towards my mother because of that. It made me and my sister grow up very quickly. And, for example, my sister had her period. And she didn't know what it was, and I did. And I feel that my mom should have been there to tell her. And I grew up very fast because of that. I cooked for my sister. We would go out with my sister and everything, and my mom would go out and not even take us, and that hurt me. And I don't want to have a grudge towards her because of that, but I don't think it's fair what she did. I'm living with her and I'm happy, yes, and I know she regrets what she did, and I'm thankful for that she sees so. But we don't see eye to eye because we just have different views, very different views, you know. But regardless, she's my mother and I respect her, regardless of what she did. Back then, I used to not respect her. My dating life, well, his name is Dominic, and we met in downtown when I was shopping for clothes, and I dropped something. He gave it to me, and then he's like, "Oh, you dropped this." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then he has a very interesting look to him. He has blonde eyebrows and blonde hair. And immediately I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool, a guy who can pull this off." And then our very first date, we went to Bucktown, or Wicker Park, and we went to a little cute bakery / restaurant thing. It was really cool. I don't think I've loved anybody as much as I love him. And I've loved, but I've never been in love. And being in love is such a strong thing. I never thought I would be in love with somebody as much as I am with him. I dated one before who hated anything Mexican. Like food, the language, and that was like, why am I with him? Why? Honestly, it was a teenage thing. I was in high school, and like many teenage things, you think you're happy with that person, but in reality, I wasn't. I guess I was mainly with him because I wanted not to be alone, and because I would go out, and I didn't know anybody in the city. It was only him and his friends, and so I felt that if I left him, I would be isolated. I didn't really go out much, I didn't really know where to go. So, as bad as it may sound, I was with him because I didn't want to be alone. I wanted friends, and I didn't know how to get friends in this city. You know, I was a country boy. You know, I wasn't really a city boy. I had nothing in common. But ultimately, I realized that I wasn't happy with him, and it had to end. So I was single for a long time, and then I didn't want to get into dating field simply because I wasn't ready. I had no intention to be with Dominic. You know, I wasn't looking. He actually found me. And I'm happy for that. The fact that I wasn't out there looking. You know, they say that you shouldn't look for love, it'll find you. And this is what happened. And he loves my family. And I love him for that. And it just makes us stronger.